Welcome back, super friends. What's the hubbub? Well, reactions and breakdowns of Tyrone Magnus, my civil sparring partner, Aaron Fischer, Boba Talks, and more. There is a lot going on right now. New online promotions are ramping up. Meanwhile, it's not. Every day we look at mutant monkeys, hashtags taking Superman down, boycotts, but the SnyderBros can't stop watching. Woke Lois emasculating Clark, the new trailer coming out, rebuttal time, and featured opinions from user comments, all on this edition of the Hubbub. First, let's start with a new promotion.
Ciao, Napoli.
Superman is about hope, strength, and doing what's right, even when it's not easy.
And sometimes that means balancing two very different lives.
Not as easy as it looks.
Especially when certain people make things complicated.
È tornato.
This film brings together some incredible characters.
But some might say a gang of characters. Sorry, I thought I left my ring out here somewhere. I thought, please don't let me interrupt. Joe, there it is. I'm sorry. Keep going.
But what makes Superman who he is isn't just his powers.
It's his choices and the people who stand beside him.
This story is packed with action, heart, and moments that remind us why Superman is the hero we've always looked up to.
Make sure you watch Superman on the biggest cinema screen you can find.
Superman.
In cinemas on July 9th.
The Snyder writer gang will whine that James Gunn is in the promotion. He gives legitimacy off his film resume and describes the movie with an actor the normies just aren't familiar with. That's why he is supporting David. It's not a spotlight grab. Stop coping with that nonsense. Also, he isn't just directing it. He wrote the movie and it's serving as a launch for the entire DCU. Yes, it's his job to present the ideas and cast at this stage. Stop crying and forgetting how involved Snyder was in his past ventures. Even with Rebel Moon, it was constantly about him during marketing. Of course, Rebel Moon was putrid. It's better to forget about that anyway. Personally, I'm of mind to wait on news and find out the context of potential spoilers instead of, running with rumors as fact. If I discuss potential plot leaks, I'm not presenting them under the assumption of true. As a reminder, if I say SnyderBros or cult reference, it applies to a very specific segment. It's not referring to just any Snyder fan. So I will continue to do that in my videos, as it's not towards all Snyder fans. It's a deranged group that is a smaller but vocal segment, as Tyrone Magnus recently pointed out.
There's the Snyder Cut and there's SnyderBros, which are two different things. SnyderBros love the Snyder Cut, and they're the more fanatical of the fandom.
From my source regarding Superman, there are jokes that make fun of the Snyder Cut.
Regarding the potential Snyder Cut joke, it is just second-hand word. Someone told Chris Gore of film threats, and he has not seen any screenings himself.
I don't know if it's making fun of SnyderBros per se.
If Chris said he heard the scene himself and gave thoughts on how it landed, the validity would be much higher.
That's
I'm not
true.
sure how serious those jokes are. Chris
Right.
had not actually seen the film. He's getting this information secondhand from his sources that did.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they overreacted. Sure. We don't know the
Possibility,
context.
yeah.
It's possible the joke never existed, or if it did, the context is something totally different. SnyderBros channels are not only running with rumors as fact, but also stating they somehow personally confirmed them. They want their base worked up, especially if it can be used to put the movie in a negative light. They are making up their own context as well. I have heard some screening rumors, which came from other channel owners I've messaged with. They're not running them on their sites yet, so I'm not passing it on either. The only recent scene spoiler I shared was regarding Lex, was about a scene with Superman where a desk is thrown and a scene where Lex shares some of his philosophy towards Superman. There is one rumor that's actually a possible game changer and would serve the film well, but I'm waiting to comment on it if it gets released by the channel source first. for example, and please subscribe to his channel. If you love up-to-date DCU news, Boba Talks is literally the best.
I'm a big Superman fan. I'm sure I'll find some, like, even if I have, like, heavy criticisms of this film, I'm sure I'll find something to really enjoy.
No, he isn't a shill for having a Superman shirt, by the way.
Same with Boba Talks. We all know he's a shill.
Oh dear. He mentioned recently, whether true or false on these plot rumors, how silly it would have sounded out of context regarding the Batman thumb drive scene.
Thumb drive. Jesus. It's encrypted. Try this.
A thumb, you know, attached to a thumb drive. Yikes. How can that be in a script? Oh, guess what? It worked in the context of movie. Well. A big difference between those giving Gunn a chance and those who are in the Snydercult. SnyderBros tend to brag about how they won't see the new Gunn Superman movie, all the while watching every bit of new footage while trying to negatively interpret or dissect an entire movie with, 5 minutes of footage. I thought you don't care about Superman, but you keep watching. Also, they are boycotting and saying they won't watch it, and they'll go to Fantastic Four or Jurassic World Rebirth instead. A big difference there. I and others seeing Superman aren't faux boycotting Thunderbolts or other movies. We're seeing those two in addition to excitement on Superman. Now, as individuals, we may have some trepidations on various movies. However, there is no actual boycott.
Sorry, what mission?
Due to them simply being summer competition. As an example, I may have some concerns towards Fantastic Four on Pedro as Mr. Fantastic.
There's not enough time.
Your world stands at the edge of cosmic balance.
And it being more of Sue's movie, which I could be wrong about.
We will fight it together.
By the time I, see the actual movie. But that doesn't mean I'll boycott and avoid watching Fantastic Four.
As a family.
That's close.
The SnyderBros are so deranged on their hate towards Superman and their love of Lord Snyder Jesus that I bet if hypothetically it were a Snyder movie coming out instead of Gunn, they would try to boycott Fantastic Four, Thunderbolts, Jurassic World Rebirth, and others as anything in path of Mr. Absolute Cinema, aka Lord Snyder Jesus, is an enemy to them. There is indeed a Snyder cult separate from general Snyder fans even. There is no Gunn cult. Those giving him a chance include fans that paid for Snyder DCEU movies. It's just that verse is dead now, and we are ready to see what Gunn does with the DCU. Honestly, I can't find a good reason to act like only Snyder can make DC movies unless you're a Snyder shill, such as harsh critics. The characters don't belong to a singular director or set of actors and actresses. Some of you in the cult are to the point that anything non-Snyder sucks to you. It's like you're stuck in a weird trance and can't find your way back to reality. With Superman, it's becoming clear the SnyderBros are so involved with backing their guy, they're trying to rag on staples of the characterization.
I wanna die. Man, my toes hurt. I don't even understand the physics of how my toes hurt.
In the stories. Recently, Aaron suggested that Lois being strong-willed is somehow a Gunn take.
In my last video, I told you everybody that Lois is going to be the alpha male.
And he's intent on emasculating Clark/Superman.
And I stand by that. And this pretty much confirms this. And there's more as well. I hope I grabbed the other thing that I read. I tend to sometimes not grab everything as I see it. But it says James Gunn and David Cornsweet on Lois and Clark's dynamic in Superman. This comes from ABC. He's in love with her. She's the one that needs the convincing in the relationship. It's not him.
Have you not seen any other iterations? Yes, Clark commonly pines after Lois, and she's strong-willed and competitive with him.
She's something, isn't she? Clark? Clark? Yeah. She is something.
She's a tough reporter that wants to be the best and doesn't hold back.
Guess I must have found a phone and called Lana.
I don't believe it. You've been sitting here in the lap of luxury while I'm out risking my neck.
Clark,
He was recuperating.
knowing he has all the powers of Superman, also while in love with her.
Down.
I am calm. I am perfectly calm. Why wouldn't I be calm?
Okay, come on. What I think Lois is trying to say...
Tries to continually keep up appearances with his separate identities.
Or there's another kind of activity two people share. Repetitive motion builds to a climax.
It's part of the foundation for the Superman world.
There's something I have to tell you. I'm really... I was, at first, really
Snyder mind.
nervous about tonight.
Look at this.
But then I decided, well, darn it, I was going to show you the time of your life.
That's Clark, nice.
I'll drive.
Lois, about the other thing.
What? I'm right, you're wrong.
I understand why you would think that.
Lois is strong. She's confident. This is woke propaganda. They're emasculating Clark Kent by making him emotionally intelligent, supportive, and acknowledging the relationship is complicated. With him also being a superhero, what is this, a relationship built on him having respect? Back in Man of Steel, Superman yelled a lot. He snapped necks. He didn't let Lois upstage him with journalism. That's real hero energy now. Gunn wants him to have hope, humor, personality. Nah, that's weak. That's Marvel Light. Psh, beta. As far as Superman being emasculated because of having struggles, I guess some of you feel he should only put enemies in the hospital. I like a Superman who would also visit a hospital, as in taking time out of his busy schedule to give those needing hope and kindness a bright spot out of their day. It's not just action moments of godlike powers that make him Superman. That's just the super part of it. His humanity brings out who he is as a man, thus being super... Man, sorry I went existential a moment. Gunn originally titled it as Superman Legacy. He's intending to honor a long, rich history of the character where you may see comics influences.
Beat up, depressed, beat down, whatever it might be. There is nothing about the marketing that shows him being Superman. And here is exactly what James Gunn said in regards to the trailer. James Gunn on the upcoming Superman trailer. You haven't seen trailer 1.0 yet, only a teaser and a sneak peek. I can't wait to show you guys the trailer. If he can't wait to show us the trailer, then show it. Release something. What is the studio afraid of at this stage? Like this, the optics on this are freaking terrible.
You may see Donner and Reeve elements. You may even see Snyder's Man of Steel references. SnyderBros seem under a delusion that Gunn can rip off Superman with, Superman. All other versions inspired new versions of the character. Yet it seems because Snyder is out, you can't handle it when Gunn does that. Regarding the marketing, I've been critical of that myself. However, they actually hit a decent stride recently. I felt after the success of first teaser, the promotions were lackluster for a while, but the extended preview was good. Then I was about to complain they weren't doing a full trailer on Superman Day, but the BTS, no wait, not that BTS, the behind-the-scenes footage went over extremely well and showed quite a bit of new looks at the characters and Superman suit. I expect a new trailer to hit in May soon. That's actually pretty decent. Teaser to extended preview, then behind the scenes, leading to a full trailer soon. It's picking up steam at the right time, and it's killing some of you. The Snyder Writers gang all hoped the Schuster lawsuit would stop the movie from being released in multiple countries. You lost. The movie is coming out in July. The SnyderVerse is done. Time for the gun. Lastly, it's time for the Hubbub Hotline, where I share interesting comments from viewers, some agreeing and some disagreeing with my opinions. All are equally relevant to continue civil debates in our dysfunctional DC fandom. Thank you for all the comments and your perspectives out there. DJ, drop the diss track, Look Up and Not Back. Wallets, Apple Pay, PayPal, Fandango credits, I don't care what. DC fans will have them ready to go and open for use. Until next time, take care of yourselves and others.
You want me, baby. You know I want you too. They call me Superman. I'm here to rescue you. I wanna save you, girl. Come be in Shady's world.
Boy, you drive me crazy.
You make they call me Superman. We talk single bound. I'm single now. Got no ring on his finger now. I never let another chick bring me down in a relationship. Save it, baby, it's sick. You make me sick. Superman ain't saving. Girl, you can jump on Shady's. Straight from the hip, cut to the chase. I tell them all to her face. Play no games, say no names. Ever since I broke up with what's her face, I'm a different man. Kiss my lips. Why ask? Kiss my, hit my cash. I'd rather have you with my. Don't put out, I put you out. Won't get out, I push you out. Blew out, copping, when it's on fire to put you out. Am I too nice?